business filter as we talk about the economy. And let me give you an example of how this business filter can actually help. Almost exactly a year ago, I was brought into a Seattle manufacturing company to help with their business plan. And I looked at the financials, and when I met with the owner, he said, "Oh, Bill, the economy's been hard on our sales." Well, I had looked at his financials, and I said, "David, the economy did this to your sales, but your sales are down by that. You've got to admit it's not just the economy." And, you know, having a perspective on where the economy is going and looking at his financials, I saw the mismatch. He had brought in a sales consultant, and he didn't really want to do anything except bring in the sales consultant. And I said, "David, your numbers are telling me this is the most critical thing for you to do this year. What does your sales consultant think that you, the owner of the business, ought to be doing about sales?" And I saw the most awkward body language you've ever seen. It was pretty clear he didn't want to do anything. But to his credit, the next day he called his sales consultant and said, "What should I do?" And she said, "You ought to be going out on some sales calls with your salespeople." And I didn't see that body language, but I heard it was pretty awful. But it really helped him. The other part of the conversation that relates to economics is he was telling me he was at a cost disadvantage compared to his competitors, which didn't make a lot of sense to me because although he had a slightly different business model than his competitors, the economy shouldn't have made him that disadvantaged. So we started talking about his cost accounting, and I know a little bit about cost accounting. I knew enough to know that his cost accounting system was all messed up. Mess was not actually the verb I used in talking to him, but his cost accounting system was messed up. Now, I'm not smart enough about cost accounting to unmess it, but we brought in an outside consultant who says, "Gee, David, I think you could be cutting your bids by about 20% and still be profitable in the business you come in." So those two insights of how the economy affected his sales and his costs led to changes, and I met with him. Well, first meeting in February, a series of conversations. By October, he had fully sold all of his production capacity for the rest of 2012 and all of 2013. If he gets another order, he's rehiring people he had had to lay off. So this economics can actually be useful in your business.